I'm Evelyn Summers. I'm the Associate Editor of Missouri Review, and I've been on the staff since 1986 when I joined our staff as an intern, and have been Associate Editor since 1990. And I've been reading contest nonfiction since the very first Editor's Prize contest in 1990. That year we had, for the first couple of years of the contest, we had fewer than 100 entries in the nonfiction category, and so the reading load was modest. Even then it was really interesting, but we worried about having enough entries in that category. And then I think the third or fourth year we broke 100, and it's been steadily rising ever since. So now we get probably somewhere between 500 and 600 essay entries every year. I still read them all. I really love reading the essay submissions for a number of reasons. Probably the biggest reason is just that I get excited to see what people are writing about. The topics in nonfiction are incredibly diverse, and that's reflected in the winners of our contest. I look back over the past 10 years, and we've had people who won for, one was an essay about a workplace accident, one was about the author's autistic son. We had an essay last year that won that was about global oppression of women, and a couple of years ago one about female friendship and physical difference. Some have been narrative, some are not narrative, and there's just such a great diversity in the nonfiction category, which is exciting to me. When I start reading every year, I don't have any preconceptions in mind. I'm just interested to see what's there. I start sort of making mental notes about the subjects of the essays, the style, type of essays. We still see a fair number of narrative essays. That's probably the preponderance of entries in the contest. There are some braided essays, lyric essays. There's quite a spectrum. So at first I'm just interested to see what they are, and then I start sort of narrowing it down, finding those pieces that rise to the top. One of the advantages of reading all the essays myself is I have an awareness of who's entering every year, and I start to recognize names. And I think, if you are on the other end, if you're on the submitting end, it may feel like you're just sending out your work and it's going into a great big pot, and nobody is going to really pay very much attention. If you're not the winner, there's a tendency to think nobody really paid any attention to your work, and that's just so not true. Because as I do read, I am also taking note of authors who've submitted before, whose names I recognize. Maybe that you're still not a finalist, you still don't win the contest. At a magazine like Missouri Review, where we have a stable editorial staff, we are paying attention and taking note, and that was one of the reasons we launched the contest in the first place, was so we could become aware of who was doing what and start to meet writers you are not familiar with. So the next time I see your essay in either our regular submissions or our Editor's Prize contest, I do remember that, and that gives me a reason to look again and think again about what you're doing. If you're submitting your nonfiction to the Editor's Prize contest, we accept submissions of up to 8,500 words. In most cases that will be a single essay, but we also consider groups of flash nonfiction if they're connected, so that's another option. If you do that, submit it all as one document, of course. The submissions are not blind, so you can put your name on the submission. You can submit either online at MissouriReview.com, or you can also submit by mail. If you do send it to us by USPS, please indicate which category you're entering. You can find the address on our website at MissouriReview.com.